Tonight on the Maritime Beer Report, New Brunswick has new taps, new fermenters, and the Picaroons have released some information on their Brewers Bash. Nova Scotia has a whole bunch of new beers, an interesting cask event. I will relate my experience at Meander Farms at their grand opening. And PEI Brewing Company has an interesting article on their custom cask program. Hello and welcome to the Maritime Beer Report for May 23rd, 2014. PEI Brewing Company has been talking a lot about their custom cask program this spring, and there's an interesting article on their website. From PEI Brewing, we barreled a bit of our wort today, 225 liters of the honey wheat wort, unfermented beer, went into a former red wine barrel with Belgian Saison yeast. In about 30 days, we'll taste the fruits of our labor and see what we have. We're expecting to have a dry, light golden beer with lots of esters and spicy, fruity notes. Undertones of roasted oak and vinous will add a complexity and interest. Most of these beers will be used for our cask program. It might be dry hopped, aged on fruit, or spiced in naturally carbonated casks. Whatever tickles our fancy. Look for it at special PEI Brewing Company events or at our cask-friendly licensees like Stillwell's and Halifax. Big Axe Brewery has a tap at Ducky's in Sackville, New Brunswick. Their Chanterelle Cream Ale, which I hear is a very good ale, is at Ducky's. Their Ducky's tap selection is quite outstanding. Their tweets make me thirsty all the time. Great news for Celtic Knot Brewing. In addition to a couple of taps at Ducky's, they declared demand requires them to order 3 new fermenters. Celtic Knot is also looking for a used large or medium freezer for the brewery. PM them if you have one. Picaroons Brewers Bash tickets are on sale now and going quickly. Some details are out, including the ticket includes entry from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., a custom 5-ounce tasting cup, and 8 beer tickets with additional tickets costing $1 each. There will be lots of food, lots of music, and of course lots of beer. More details will come soon. I'll pass them along. Picaroons also relays that their Eastbound and Down IPA, and I love that name, their online collaboration brew with Great Lakes Brewery, will be ready and on tap in downtown Fredericton next week. Bad Apple Brewhouse now has on tap their newest one-off limited edition double IPA called the Impressor Double IPA. It's hammered with hops and weighs in at 300 IBUs and 10.2% ABV. It's fermented on Conan yeast, and that makes this a unique and definitely one of a kind. They're limited quantities, and when it runs out, it's gone. Coming up near Father's Day, they'll have a Mosaic Double IPA available, and they still have lots of the barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout on tap, which I had the privilege to brew with Jeff. Garrison Brewing released 2 beers yesterday, the Nitwit and the new IPA in 6-packs. The new IPA has Citra, Columbus, and Amarillo and featured in the brew and comes in at 6.5% ABV and 50 IBUs. More on Garrison in a moment. At Rogue's Roost, the Dunkel Weizenbock is now on tap. It's described as a dark traditional German wheat beer that is rich and bready with a soft banana and clove finish, 7.5% ABV. Sea Level Brewing released their Apple Blossom Ale yesterday. They tell me it's made with Pilsner malt, ale yeast, and a New Zealand hop called Nelson Sauvin. It's infused with valley apples and blossoms. Look for it at the brewery, and it comes in at 4.8% ABV. The Stillwell Beer Bar is hosting a Garrison Brewing cask takeover on June 21st. There will be 12 casks on the bar and 3s showcasing some exciting and creative one-offs. There will be a first sip session from 12 until 2 p.m. with tickets on sale now. Top hats and monocles are optional, and pants, they tell me, are definitely required. And general admission starts at 2 p.m. with tickets on sale at the door. One of Canada's most respected breweries, the True Diabla, will be taking over the Tidenbourg Gastropub on May 29th. Isaac Tremblay from Le True Diable will be on hand to help out with this great event. They'll be featuring on tap their McTavish Ale, which I really enjoy, an assortment of their bottled beers, and of course a few surprises. I went to the grand opening of Meander River Farm and Brewery last week, Saturday. I was there between 10 and 10:30, and the crowds were steady. I wanted to talk to the Baileys, but alas, it was not to be. Way too busy and too many people milling about. I settled to show myself around and drink a glass of their lunchbox pale ale and pick up a growler. The ale is hoppy to be sure. Watch for a review coming soon. I hear they ran out of beer fairly quickly, and they're dry for about another week from today. When the juice is flowing again, I'll let you know. Thanks for joining me again this week. That's all I have. Until next time, enjoy responsibly.